Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. So we got the news today that Cp3 is being sent to Washington and Jordan. Well, excuse me. He's getting sent to the Warriors and Jordan Poole is going to Washington. Now, they're getting a package of picks. That includes a top 20 protected in 2030, first rounder, as well as its 2027 second round pick, according to Wojnarowski. So, they're basically taking Poole's 4-year, $140 million extension. So, we'll see. We'll see what he does. I'm not sold on the move. I mean, yeah, you had to get... Look, I told you guys, they shouldn't have signed Jordan Poole and they shouldn't have signed Andrew Wiggins. You should have never signed them. And I told you guys this, but everybody was stick riding SB Sports Talk. And I told y'all SB Sports Talk is an old band. In all caps, he's an old band. And I told y'all that. You don't know what he's talking about. I don't care about what your numbers and all of that say. I care about that dog in you, that when you're not comfortable. How do you play when you're not comfortable? You see, that's what I was taught, is you become a better man or a better person when you're in a situation which you're uncomfortable in, that you don't like. How is your resolve? Is it strong enough? Can you take criticism, or are you going to fold up? And I told everybody's trying to say, well, Wiggins' dad was this and that, making up excuses. Like, all right, cool. But still, this is business. This is the game. And he showed since Kansas that he has no heart and he has no bowels. Okay? I told you that. Jordan Poole's the same way. Jordan Poole is a guy when everything's going good, everything is straight, everything is gravy, no mashed potatoes. He is on one. He is probably one of the best shooters we've seen in the league when he has his confidence. But when he ain't got his confidence, man, that nigga ain't worth a super soaker at Walmart. He ain't worth that. And see, this is what I try to tell you guys, but y'all want to hype these guys up because they had a run, a little, they had a little buzz, while other guys been on the team longer, have had championships. And when I saw Draymond Green knock his punk ass out, I saw that he's still in the kiddie pool. He's still in the kiddie pool. He's still in the 2 or 3 feet area of the pool. He ain't in the 9 to 10 feet. He can't go that far down or swim back up. He's soft. Wiggins, soft. You should have traded him with Jordan Poole. And y'all could have had a great package and freed up so much money. Now, they got Chris Paul. I don't care. Because the Warriors are going to have to add some more pieces, coming off that bench. But Chris Paul, I don't know why people keep giving this guy a chance. Rajon Rondo said it best. Dog, you're not going to win the championship because Chris Paul's not built like that to win a championship. He's not. And you guys continuously give him credit after credit. Y'all continuously give him pass after pass. He gets the most passes of anybody. But yet, we could criticize KD. We could criticize Kyrie. We could criticize Westbrook. We could criticize everybody else. But we can't talk about CP, no knee, ain't winning a ring. Paul. So that's what I'm trying to say. Dude got 2 first names, Chris and Paul. It's goddamn crazy. Now, the picks that the Wizards got, that ain't going to help them till later on. That's down the line. But you have a chance to see if Jordan Poole could be the face of your team. And if he's the face of the team, that's cool and all. Me, I just don't believe in him. I just don't think he's that guy. And I don't think he's going to really be that good. But we'll see. You know, I hope he does well. You know, but CP3, he'll be good coming off the bench, facilitating. I do not see him. If they start him in the starting lineup, they're not doing nothing. They're going to be up and down. Now, with this move, does this mean they'll sign Draymond back? Probably. But I wouldn't. I mean, I would be tired of Draymond, especially doing a lot of these op activities, doing all of these things behind the doors. It just pisses you off. Nobody likes him because he's a mark. Jordan Poole, I think he's the same person, a mark. Wiggins should have been gone too. You know, clean, you know, get rid of that soft shit. You know, just get rid of it. Now, here's another story. There is no trade market for treylance, Adam Schefter claims. The San Francisco 49ers might not be able to trade treylance even if the team wants to move the quarterback. The 49ers currently have a packed QB room with Lance, Darnold, and Brock Purdy, who is still working his way back from a UCL injury, despite taking Lance third overall in the 2021 NFL Draft. The former North Dakota Star State has failed to meet expectations so far. He spent 2021 seeing little playing time and only started 2 games last season before getting hurt. There's been plenty of speculation about whether or not the 49ers could move him, but Adam Schefter claimed there's no market for him. There's reportedly is no trade market for Lance. There really was never a lot of interest for him from the beginning for what they gave up and what they got back, which is not very much at all. It doesn't make sense to trade him. There was no trade market for Lance, and Kyle Shanahan has said they didn't have any trade talks with teams. Schefter says during a Wednesday appearance on the Pat McAfee show, Schefter also added there's no doubt Brock Purdy will be the starter when week 1 rolls around if he's healthy. So I'm going to let him tell it. Fair USAC, fair USAC.
Pac-Man has a question for you.
What up, Shefty? San Fran.
What's up, Pac?
What's up, man? San Fran, they still got the 3-head monsters with the quarterbacks. They say Purdy is ready to go. Do you think the younger boy will get traded before camp, or do you think they're going to stick with all 3 of them?
No, you know, here's the thing. There really was never a lot of interest in treylance. For what they gave up and what they get back, which is not very much at all, it doesn't make sense to trade. There was no trade market, and Kyle Shanahan has said that they didn't have any trade talks with teams. He's not going there. He's not going anywhere right now. He's there. Now, I will say this. Sam Darnold signed with the 49ers on the first day of free agency. And if there's a player signing with the team on the first day, that tells you that the team really liked that guy. And they really did like Sam Darnold. He was looking at a couple of different options. He chose the 49ers. But let's also be very clear that Brock Purdy, if he's healthy, he's the guy on opening day. He's the starting quarterback. He's the number 1. If he's not, if for some reason he can't go, we'll see how Darnold and treylance do in camp this summer. My guess would be Darnold has a chance to really shine and excel, but there's a lot of preseason football left for those 2 guys to distinguish themselves.
So treylance never get on the field. We never get to see what he can do, really, because he only played 3 or 4 games.
In San Francisco, I would say this. I would think that, look, Brock Purdy is the one, if healthy. And I think going into camp, Sam Darnold, I think, has the edge going into camp. But by the way, treylance could play great. He worked over the summer with Mahomes, and I heard he's made tremendous improvement. I'm anxious to see how much he's improved and whether he can make that jump. Let's see it.
So that was from Adam Schefter on the Pat McAfee show. Lance is entering his 3rd year in the NFL after being selected 3rd overall. The expectations is the guy's going to play pretty soon. And simply not happened with Lance. He's thrown for a grand total of 797 yards, 5 TDs, 3 picks, and 8 appearances in 2 seasons. So He only completed 55%. You know, he might have some upsides, very athletic, but his performances has not come close to expectations. I don't know how he got expectations, but it's reported teams don't even want to trade for a guy who was a top 3 pick just 2 years ago. With the ascension of Brock Purdy last year, it seems like Lance is destined to continue to ride the pine. Even if Purdy goes down, is there any guarantee Lance is a better option than Darnold? Right now, it sounds like Darnold could push Lance for QB2. We'll see how everything shakes out in a couple months. Looks like Trey Lance won't be in the lineup to see the field. First of all, this is bullshit. My thing is this. Why would you trade all of that stuff to bring him in if you're not going to give him a chance? Brock Purdy had a nice little run because nobody had film on this guy. Nobody had film on him. You know, we got to get out of this mindset because somebody has a couple bad games that it's over with. Trey Lance had a bad game because it was raining, and he still almost beat the Bears. He got hurt. I mean, he didn't get hurt on, but he still had a chance to beat what's it? Yeah, the Bears that week. He got hurt the following week, excuse me. So to me, I would give him a chance. Why not? You already know Brock Purdy ain't really gonna do nothing. He ain't really that guy. You know, I just don't see what everybody sees in Brock Purdy. You know, and they're killing Trey Lance. It's like, dude, you should have never traded for him if you weren't going to really seriously put all the marbles in his hands for him to perform. You guys have wasted everybody's goddamn time. When are we going to start holding Kyle Shanahan's feet to the fire to say that he's really not that guy when it comes to QBs? I mean, it's starting to show. He might not be that guy. So, you know, it's that I'm sad for this kid. He hasn't gotten a fair shake. The fan base condemned him before they even gave him a chance. Purdy come in and make some dink and donk plays. Now he's the greatest damn quarterback since Montana. Get the hell out of here. But nobody's drawn interest because you guys have made it clear that he's not good. That's why. Everywhere he goes, you know, it just seems bad. But if they didn't want him from the get-go, they should have did it on something else. They should have done something else. And that just ticks me off. For real. You know. So you know how it go. But Trey Lance, I believe he could throw the deep ball, short ball. He just struggles middle of the field throws. So he has a lot to work on, footwork, technique, everything. So, you know, but you got to give a man a chance. Y'all can't just come out and just blatantly just say he not good. It's crazy. Now, okay, now, no, I don't want that one. All right. The Detroit Lions unveil an unbelievably ugly alternate helmet. The Detroit Lions might have successfully created the ugliest helmets in the NFL. The franchise unveiled a new alternate helmet Wednesday that will celebrate 90 years of Detroit Lions football and will be worn with the team's all-gray alternate uniforms. There's just one major problem. The helmets couldn't possibly be uglier. It's gross design. And I say that as someone who has spent my life struggling through the Detroit Lions fandom. Detroit Lions unveiled it. So it's a historic franchise. So let's see. Let's look at this picture. Fair USAC, fair USAC. Let's see. Finna look at him here. Wow, that helmet do look ugly. It's an ugly ass helmet. Now, the oldest pro sports franchise in the entire country, Herbert Hoover, was still early in his presidency when the Lions were founded. The team with that historical root. So they basically are doing this because the historical, whatever. And the helmets look terrible to me. But hey, excuse me, something's different. I mean, look, you got rid of that helmet because y'all been losing in the other helmets, man. Let the Lions do what they do, man. Listen, they've been losing all this time. Maybe this time it'll work. Maybe this will have the reverse effect where it's ugly, but they win games. Have y'all ever thought about that? They could. This could help them in the long run. Shake that curse off of them. Now, so, San Diego State University and SMU. Oh, hold on. Yeah, they're basically San Diego State and SMU are reportedly gearing up to make the jump to the Pac-12. The West Coast P5 conference is doing its best to stay above water as Commissioner George Kliavkoff attempts to land a new media deal. So far, no deal has been reached, and it's unclear if there's a deal to be made. There's also serious concerns the Big 12 will try to poach Pac-12 programs. The program that seems to be on the shakiest ground is Colorado. In an attempt to shore up any weakness, the Pac-12 has been looking at expansion options. The San Diego State and SMU are at the top of the list, but neither has received an invite just yet. Both programs reportedly expected soon. The Pac-12 has not extended a formal offer to San Diego State per a member of the conference CEO group, nor has the Pac-12 officially offered SMU an invitation, I'm told. However, both universities are acting like they know an invitation is coming, John Kazana reported. And a source tied to the SMU told them if they expand, we're in. Adding the Aztecs and Mustangs are the two best options on the table for the Pac-12 if the decision is made to extend invites. San Diego State University adds another California program and allows the conference to extend deep into Southern California. The Mustangs bring with them a massive market in Texas tied to Dallas. That's millions of new Pac-12 viewers and allows the conference to get a footprint in the Texas recruiting market. The Pac-12 simply isn't going to be able to poach any P5 programs. That means the conference must look at G5 schools. San Diego State University and SMU make the most sense. And given the fact the choppy waters are starting to calm, it makes sense both programs will be preparing for invites. Now, when might those invites come? That's a question nobody outside a very small number of people might know. They definitely wouldn't come until there was some clarity on the media situation, which hasn't happened yet. The situation remains fluid, but adding SMU and San Diego State University is a smart move from the Pac-12. It'll be the smartest move fans have seen from the conference in a very long time. And I agree. Because, listen, the SEC is swallowing everybody up. The Big 12 is trying to stay afloat by grabbing teams from here, here, and here. But, it is what it is. So, But I think they'll fit well. Pac-12, you'll have some rivalries brewing. You could have, they got not only San Diego State, you got, Holly. Yeah, that's, you could bring them. That's also with USC, UCLA, and all of them. They're right in that area. except it's 2 different cities. You got San Diego, then you got what was I gonna say? Yeah. You know, San Diego and SMU, that'll be great. If SMU make it to the Pac-12, that's gonna hurt the Big 12, because you would think the Big 12 would try to keep them. So, you know how it goes. So, but I'm just saying, I mean, I just don't understand. If they get in, that brings a lot of media attention, and you'll have competition. You know, because of this new NIL deal, people are able to go jump here, jump there, jump everywhere, you know, hoping to land on the spot they want to land on. So, you know how it goes. So, thank you for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. You know, if you guys love what you hear, you go to the description box, hit that link to my Cash App to donate whatever your heart's desire. I'm on Zelle. You guys can donate by following that number, typing that number in, you'll find me. So, you know, thank y'all for everything. You guys can super chat when the video is live or premiere, and you know, you go from there. So, you know, you guys can also leave a super thanks. You know, so thank you guys, man, for your support, for your love and blessings. We are out. Deezy.